Hello, good evening, welcome. This is Data+Train and I'm Neil Hambly, your host. On this session, we will be going through looking at the dashboard in the day, single day event. You can download the materials, I'll show you where those are, and you can go and walk through that and get to learn Power BI a bit better with that training machine. So we're going to show you that. We're also going to talk about Power BI in general. Any questions you may have, you can put those in the chat window and we'll answer those as we go through today. And we also have the latest code word from our competition to share with you. So let me kind of just bring that up 1 second. So during some time during this stream and kind of towards the end as well, we'll remind you, we'll give you a code word. And the code word will be for Wednesday, when we do the form, and it's available on Saturday for you to enter the competition, and you'll be open for 4 days. You can fill in the code word you know. We started on Sunday. You can go and find the code word if you go and watch the recording of Sunday's live stream. We did that for Monday and Tuesday, so we're up to the 4th code word now. Every entry you put in gives you a chance to win on that specific day. If you win that day, you go into the larger draw. There's 6 days that we're doing drawings for, so you have 1 in 6 chance if you are a daily winner. If you get the grand prize, which is a single training seat for our DA-100 that's running on the 17th to the 20th of August. I did actually previously said it was a 5-day. Don't know why I got that in my head. It's only a 4-day course, and it's from the 17th to the 20th. That's the Monday to the Thursday. It's a full day, so there's 4-day courses, 9 AM to 4:30 British Summer Time, so GMT +1. You will get a virtual training seat. You'll come along as if you were being trained. Now, this course, I think kind of out there in the kind of places I've seen it so far advertised, is around about £2,500 for some of the providers out there. We, as a organization, training provider, and also a Power BI partner, Microsoft certified trainer, consultant, and I've been involved in some of the materials generated for this as well. So the course itself and the exam, I help kind of shape some of that with some involvement in workshops. We will help you understand what that is. So let's kind of get started with what tonight's main topic is, which is looking at a product called Dashboard of the Day. So I'm going to switch over my view here. I'm going to go to my dashboard of the day and I'm going to bring that over, and let's get rid of that competition as well. And spending a little bit more time, you'll get the dashboard in the day. We're going to explain that, what's in there, what assets you can download, what's in there. I do have, let me go into my PDF. So I have all the different 5 labs that are part of this 1-day course. So the first lab is accessing and preparing data. The second lab will be about the data modeling and explanation. We'll come back to these in a second. The third lab is all about those data visualizations. That's kind of one of the reasons why we're using Power BI. We want that deep visualization capability, interactivity, and just explaining data in visual ways. We need to obviously publish those services, publish our reports up into the Power BI service. So going into Azure, and we'll show you how we can do that. And finally, once it's up there, you'll have some collaboration capabilities where you can share these reports and data sets and other information with the rest of your organization and even people externally as well. Let's go look at lab 1. But before we go in and kind of show you all of that, let me kind of show you where those resources were again. So I'm just going to go back to, need to find my cursor again. There it goes. Come off that one, and fortunately, there we go. Let's go back to dashboard of the day. So the way you get to this generally, let me just zoom in a little bit, is you could name that big long URL. Wrong one. Don't want to do that. Let's kind of go back. Okay, now we're going to have fun with this. So unfortunately, this goes a little bit odd with me sometimes. There we go. So I want to put that URL in, but it's a bit long. So if I do aka.ms/DIAD, I'm going to put that into our chat window so you have it there. So let me go and grab that, and let's go to my chat window, and just going to paste that. That's what I was trying to get to, but it didn't want to play ball with me. I'm just going to see if that comes up on my stream as well, and hopefully I can view that. So I'm not seeing it there right now. Okay. But hopefully it's going to come up in a moment or two, and I'll be able to share it. But it's in the chat window. So it's aks.ms.diad for dashboard in a day. Click on that and it goes to the URL. And you can then click this link at the top. So for some reason my Zoom does not want to play ball. Let me kind of just move my screen out of the way for a second and just try and get it to go back. So I'm not going to do any zooming because it's basically just breaking on me tonight. Okay, so click on the English button or other languages if you so choose, but it will take you to a download location, and you can download that local file, and that will take you to an extracted folder that will have attendee, and in there you have a number of data folders with lots of folders in there and some files as well. We also have the A4 or letter, and these are the PDF versions of that document that we just looked at. So you can go and download those and follow those through, and that gives you full instructions on how to perform the exercises and the steps inside of this dashboard of the day. Now, I will say kind of the way we normally run this will be as a in-person event. Previous ones we've done were up to 80 students at a time, and they were fantastic. Get up there, kind of talk for a bit about Power BI, and then we all delve into the different labs, and we also had a great time. I mean, kind of people had questions, and they brought some of their own reports as well, and we were kind of having a great time. Fortunately, the offices where we run them they're currently closed, so we're kind of needing to share this information with you where you can kind of go and do this and kind of step through it yourself. But if you have questions, you can always reach out to myself to get some questions answered around that. More than happy to help you on that. And yeah, you kind of will turn up with your laptop and plug in and download the materials and start working together with your colleagues or by yourself or as a group. And there's some great information there. So we will hopefully be running these again soon, but kind of this is the dashboard in the day event I wanted to show you. Okay, so what we're also going to do is let's kind of just get rid of that one for a second. Let's go back to there, just seeing I do have anything on my, just going to turn on the feed for the social and see if that comes through. It should come through, and hopefully I'll see that in a second or not. Let me view, oh, there it is. And I'm just going to send that over. So that's the link, the aka.ms dashboard in a day. Okay, let's kind of give you that keyword or code word, I should say, for today. So let me look over. And Thursday's code word is desktop. Pretty straightforward. You're probably wanting to know the other three code words if you don't know them so far. Unfortunately, the way we've defined this is you need to go and have a quick look at the recordings for the previous live streams, and we have them in there. We're giving everyone a fair chance to grab as many code words as they can. And on Friday, we will provide the details about how you enter, and I will also put those onto our YouTube channel as a separate video about entering the competition. So don't worry, you'll get all this information. If you haven't already, you can subscribe to our channel. So let me kind of just go and grab that 1 second. And I seem to keep losing my, oh, wrong one, and I think it's this one here. So let me try it again. Yeah, I didn't press it the right way. So subscribe to the channel, you'll get notified of when we are putting out content. Talk about content, we are doing a video for the DA-100 certification to help you through learning about all the different skills that are measured inside that. And the skills are measured into 5 different kind of categories. Let me go and have a look at that for you. So I'm going to go into the Azure certification track, come down to DA-100, which is the certification. Click on that and go through and look at this. So if we look down, you'll see the certification is the Power BI exam. That's the DA-100. There's a associated certification that you get. So this is the Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate. It has these major skills measured. We have prepare the data. This is going to be in August. Let me go and just bring up a new screen for a second and grab my whimsical, my mind map, and show you what we have available on that. So in here, and scroll it in a little bit so you can see it all together, we are doing in August, prepare the data. So that category is covered in August. Model the data, which is the second category, is going to be covered in September. Similarly, we're going to do visualize the data, analyze the data, and finally also deploy the data. Now we're doing this over 4 months. August is where we're going to do prepare the data, and that's a 20 to 25% volume of the questions will be from this category in the exam. Model the data will be a 25 to 30% of all questions answered. Visualize the data is back to 20 to 25. Both the analyze the data and deploy maintain deliverables are both 10 to 15%. So across all 5 of these categories, we have a total of 100%, whatever kind of combination you get kind of assigned on the day for the questions you're going to be having selected from a large group. You get some questions and the percentages will be aligned to that. The types of questions you will have, we're going to do actually a question kind of review of what types of questions you get as a video at the end of August. So kind of we're doing some prepare the data first. We'll do a then kind of exam prep, how you kind of prep for certain questions. They may be multi-choice, they may be create a list, could be a hotspot. They're going to be some scenario questions. We'll explain kind of how you kind of get ahead of trying to understand the best way to approach those questions. And then in September, October, November, we're going to cover in the other modules. Let's go zoom out a little bit. So if you want to know more, there's also some Microsoft links. This URL is in the description. I know it's in yesterday's. I'm just going to check it's in today's, but if it's not, I will add it. And you can come and see this and click through, for example, into those links and get the same access. So during the course of that month, I will be adding content to this. I will be adding more content. I did some for the first couple of days this week, and I will be adding more content and go through and explain this as we go. Okay, so you're going to get access to Microsoft Learn. You're going to have the free training and the walkthrough of the different categories. If you are looking for something a little bit more instructor-led, we have the instructor-led paid for courses, and the DA-100, again, kind of the course number and the name of the course. This one's going to be a 4-day delivery. You can go in and see more details about the modules involved in this 4-day delivery. So there are 13 different modules. And as a training provider, we are providing all of the deliveries. Actually, we've got one on the 17th to the 20th of August, and again then on the 19th to the 22nd of October. So it's a public virtual course. You're going to kind of attend it. We have a maximum of 15 students. I think we've got maybe 2 or 3 already signed up for this first one. We're going to go through this. There's a free training seat up for grabs through the competition. So remember, the code word for today was desktop. Want to know the code words for the last 3 days? Go and check out the video recordings that we have on that. And on Friday, I will announce the location where you can go and fill in the forms to start entering for the competition. I'll repeat that on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, and I'll do a little video on YouTube as well for how you go and do all of that. And I'll put some links in the descriptions below of our videos for our live streams. Today, later on, I will be doing episode 2 of our 13 videos per month that we're delivering. So for the DA-100, we're doing 52 videos covering the content that we just described around the, we go back to the certification. So when we look at the skills lines and we go into the detail of this, let's kind of just open it up a little bit. What we're doing is, was like yesterday we did episode 1 and we took the first, it's really hard to kind of grab that one, the first 2 items here. And today I will be looking at the data sets and the storage mode. So that's going to be episode 2, and we're doing episode 3, 4, etc. and walking way through. So prepare the data will be covered fully in August, and then we're going to in September look at all the model of the data. So if you look at the sections here and work out, okay, well, there's maybe some DAX or developing the data model kind of stuff I really want to look at, you know which month to come in, specifically kind of come in and figure out. Well, you know, we recommend you do all of the 52 videos. But you know, you may already have some great deal of knowledge on those. So we've got visualize data, analyze the data, and deploy, maintain. So those are the 52 videos over a 4-month period. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So sometime during that day, I'll get around to doing a recording. Hopefully a little bit. I'm going to stack a few of those up. I just haven't had time this week, but they will get one out today, and we'll kind of have that available. That'll be episode 2. Episode 3 will be on Friday, and then following next Monday we'll do episode 4, etc. And we'll get 13 out this month, 13 in September, same for October and November. 52 videos in total, covering the full range of the material. If you are looking to go on the DA-100 instructor-led course, we do have a very good discount right now. So normally I think most of the big providers are kind of in the £2,500 range, or it's over 2,000 anyway. Ours is normally $1,295. We reduced that to $895. And if you enter the competition and you become a daily winner, you get a 50% discount. If you are obviously the prize winner and get the free seat, then you know you've got 100% discount. And if you enter the competition and you don't become a daily winner or the prize winner, you get a 25% discount. So we're taking it right down to really kind of very economical pricing for this. Probably about a third or there, so 25 to 30% of what it would be to go and do this with a learning provider. And those providers will come and hire someone like myself, and I've got a few of those already lined up to do those deliveries. Okay, so well, I'll send you more details. Again, it's going to be in the description above. Our website's being developed right now for the new channel. If you want to go and see all the kind of different videos we also have these different playlists, and the playlists will be like Power BI or certification, so you can kind of go and find out more about those. We've started to add in, and we only really just started this last week, but we've got 7 videos. I think we'll have about 40 by the end of this month. So a lot of information is going to be shared with you. If you have questions, then please do put those in the chat window. I'm not seeing anything more come through. So let's go and actually just check. Oh, not that one. And that one back to Dashboard Day. So Dashboard Day, we've got all of the content. We have those files in Adobe Acrobat that we can go and look at. So let's go look at the first one, and you will be able to download all the content and follow through. So we used to kind of say really have a great deal of fun with these, and I'm looking to maybe do this online at some point. But what you end up doing is building a report from scratch that will have a lot of interactivity, and all the steps are itemized and given out to you. Okay, so there's a lot of information. Is what I would recommend you go and do if you are brand new to Power BI. But let's go look at some of the other training offerings around Power BI. And the one I'm going to quickly, don't know why I keep bringing that one up. Don't want that one. Okay, I need to escape. How do I escape out of that? Okay, my windows are giving me a bit of a run around today. I need to figure out my key combination. So I don't want that. Let's get rid of that. Let's just kill that. Okay. And I'm going to close these down because these windows are getting in the way a little bit. So let me close a couple of them down. Now, there's a company called Pluralsight. I'm sure you're already kind of very familiar with Pluralsight. And in there, they've got a collaboration with Microsoft around the Role IQ capability. Now, there's one in Role IQ called the BI Data Analyst role. This is the one here. And in here, you can come in and try your hand at some questions around the different sections like the Power BI for analysts. And you can go in and see how well you score. What's your current knowledge? It's not really a competition, but it's kind of just working out where your strengths and weaknesses are. So you can come in, do a Role IQ, establish where your strengths and weaknesses are, and then tailor your training plan to suit that. This is going to be a good starting point for you to start figuring out what kind of knowledge do I have around Power BI? How do I find more training materials? So, of course, during the course of all this training we're going to be delivering. But if you go to the Microsoft website itself, you do have under the resources some learning capability around documented learning, webinars, etc. I would say start with the overview, kind of go and get some examples. So what I'm going to do here is to say, look, samples are great. You can go and grab these. It will kind of give you some examples about profitability or COVID. We see a lot of those right now. Retail analysis. But kind of just look at how they built the reports, what functionality they use it. So there's a lot of training resources out there, and hopefully we can kind of guide you in the way a little bit about how to do things. But you can take your simple steps and walk your way through how to download the sample. It's kind of just a PBIX file or a content pack. Excel workbook, you can kind of grab all this and take yourself through the steps to do some samples. And then when you're ready to, there's a whole bunch of how to learn kind of Power BI. So let me go to the top and go back here. So I go to resources, learn and guided learning. And in here, you'll have the ability to come in and learn what Power BI can actually do. How do I get data and connect that inside of the Power BI desktop? How do I start exploring that data? If we go over, you might want to relearn how to get some DAX, data analytics expressions. You might be doing some more in-depth formatting and visuals. But we're going to, over time, kind of learn how to do the various key tasks that a data analyst is going to do, which is what the DA-100 certification is testing you on. So it came out on the beginning of July. The course got released on the 24th of July, so it's literally only a few weeks old. I will be doing one of the first deliveries, I think, in the UK that actually has a kind of a delivery of the DA-100. So feel free to get in touch. Again, let me go and grab it for a second. So zone out and just play that again. So the training sheet, a reminder, it's using a keyword from each of the live streaming days, and you can fill in the form, put the keywords or code words, I say, not keywords, code words that you know for each day. And if you only know 3 of them out of the 6, that's fine. You've got 3 chances, but you only have a chance to win on the individual days. And then potentially you've got a chance to win multiple days, and you've got multiple chances then to be the final winner. But you're also going to have opportunities to get discounts. And if not, you can go and do the self-paced learning, and you can do the Microsoft Learn, and we're going to be, say, putting content up for the next 4 months on this DA-100. We've got other certifications that we're going to be doing as well. So the new data fundamentals and the AI fundamentals. So if you go into, we kind of just bring up the learning and go to, oh, wrong one. I want Microsoft Learning. And we go into Microsoft Learning. I'm going to go to the, let's explore. We're going to go certifications. We're going to browse those certifications and, wrong one, go to overview certifications. And if you scroll down, we've got some new fundamentals. There's obviously Power Platform. But let me kind of show you under the browse certifications. We're going to go into the DP100, which is one of the data science solutions certifications, and click into that one. And if we go down, we'll look at the training certification guide. And in here we have the data and AI certifications, and here's all the different certifications. I notice that we do have right at the bottom a couple of asterisk certifications. The AI one, the Azure AI Fundamentals, a 1-day course, and the Azure Data Fundamentals. And if you're like a data administrator, there's also a new database administrator, DP-300 as well. So there's a bunch of new exams. You want to learn more, you can kind of come down and see what that data fundamentals is all about, some core data concepts, what relational data and non-relational data, Cosmos DB, for example, and SQL Server, and analytic workloads would be the Synapse Analytics, or used to be Azure Data Warehouse. They'll be fairly high level. You can learn about that. You can come and get your fundamental certification, and that can lead on to other certifications. And say there is going to be a full-day course, and I'm in the process of recording some exam prepped sessions, videos for Microsoft, but through a company to get those ready, and they're going to be coming out relatively soon, I think. And there's a whole bunch of similar ones being done by other instructors. Well, look, we are pretty much kind of where I wanted to be in terms of sharing tonight. I don't see any more questions coming through. So if you have questions, you've got our last few minutes to kind of put them in there and we can have a tack at those. If not, we're going to see you in another video, in another live stream very, very soon. Okay, so stay safe. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.